Provision of qualitative and affordable healthcare service has been the cornerstone of Zulum's administration since assumption of office in 2019. A recipient of a national award as the best performing state in primary healthcare delivery in the Federation in 2023 with a cash prize of $1.2 million was a pointer to the remarkable progress made by the state in the health sector. Therefore, the governor's approval for the state to host the 65th Annual National Health Council meeting was another testimony of his administration's commitment to reposition the healthcare system for better results. The 5-day meeting, which took place at the Muhammadu Indimi Conference Center, University of Maiduguri, was a gathering of the highest decision-making body on health in Nigeria under the chairmanship of Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Ali Pati. Other members of the council include all commissioners of health of the 36 states and Abuja and their permanent secretaries, as well as heads of various health departments, agencies and boards for both federal and state, as well as representatives of national and international organizations and civil societies, among others. Declaring the meeting open, Governor Babagana Umar Zulum emphasized that Borno State is working round the clock to ensure that the healthcare sector in Borno gets the required infrastructures and human resources to function effectively.
In Borno State, we are particularly committed to realizing the goals outlined in the Buddha Declaration, which call on every state to allocate at least 15% of their annual budget. I'm proud to share that Borno State has taken significant steps towards meeting this commitment. In a recent budget, we have prioritized infrastructure, increased access to maternal and child healthcare services, and allocated resources for critical disease control programs. These efforts are part of our broader vision to make healthcare accessible to every resident in Borno State, especially those who have to reach and complex areas.
The chief host used the occasion to acknowledge the massive support the state was receiving from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, stressing that the Federal Ministry of Health has rendered tremendous support to the government and people of Borno during the 10th September flash flood. The governor also announced a surprise salary package for the state health workers to bridge the parity with their counterparts at the federal level.
At this juncture, I also want to direct the Commissioner of Health in Borno State and indeed the other staffs to link up with the Minister of Budget and ensure that there is no disparity between the salaries of the federal health workers and government. One of the problems that we are facing in Borno State, I realized, was the disparity in salaries of medical doctors. From working in the federal institutions and indeed from the state institutions. This is our major challenge. Migration of medical doctors from state hospitals to federal institutions is a matter of great concern to all of us. And therefore, as from December 1, medical doctors from no state government will enjoy the same salary structure. In addition to this, all allowances, especially residency training allowances, shall be paid as a loan. Just last week, I released about 301 million naira to support about 100 medical doctors that are serving in state health institutions who are undergoing residency training. In addition to this, I also released 1 million naira to all indigents of Borno State that are working in it. University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital and other health institutions across the nation that are serving the residents. We shall continue to motivate the health workers, continue to provide houses for them. Very soon, we shall also provide furniture allowances and others.
In his address of welcome, the Commissioner of Health and Human Services, Professor Baba Malam Gana, lauded the Federal Ministry of Health for choosing Borno State to host this year's council meeting and also applauded Governor Babagana Umar Zulum for the untiring efforts towards transforming the health sector aimed at improving the well-being of the people.
We are deeply honored to host this important gathering which brings together Nigeria's foremost health leaders, policymakers, and advocates for a shared mission of improving healthcare for all Nigerians. Over the next 2 days, we will come together to exchange insights, share expertise, and chart a collaborative path toward a healthier, more equitable future for all. This council session will offer robust discussions with speakers across diverse themes and special sessions designed to address key challenges and opportunities in our sector. Hosting this council meeting here in Borno is particularly significant as we face our unique challenges over the past years. Challenges exacerbated by insecurity, by displacement of people, and humanitarian crisis. I want to emphasize the remarkable resilience and determination of our people. Despite these hurdles, we have shown tremendous resilience and have made notable strides in rebuilding and strengthening our health system. This is due to His Excellency's goal of making sure everyone in Borno State has access to healthcare. This journey has been challenging and inspiring as we continue to work towards a future where all our communities have access to high-quality healthcare service. Once again, permit me to thank and appreciate His Excellency, Professor Babagana Umar Zulum, who has had healthcare in his heart and throughout has been very supportive and concerned about the health of the citizenry of Borno State. He has provided free maternal services across the state, which included cesarean section. And this has recently been announced by the Honorable Minister, Coordinating Minister, as being free to Nigerians. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, has been focusing on issues of human resources for health, been building a Borno State University Teaching Hospital, which is at advanced stage, as well as 2 schools of nursing in Boza and in Monguno, which are also in advanced stage. And this will ensure that despite the Jaka syndrome, where our young workforce escape to greener pastures, will have ample who will stay back in Borno State to ensure that they provide the services required by the citizenry so that we can be able to achieve universal healthcare coverage by the year 2030.
On his part, the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Ali Pate, reaffirmed the resolve of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to enhance the nation's health sector, adding that The federal and state governments and other relevant partners are collaborating closely to advance the health system in the country. The coordinating minister expressed appreciation to Governor Babagana Umar Zulum for his commitment towards improving the well-being of his people and thanked the Commissioner of Health and Human Services, Professor Baba Malam Gana, and his team for the warm reception accorded them.
I want to start my own remarks by appreciating His Excellency the Governor, the Commissioner, and the entire people of Borno State, and the government of Borno State for the warm welcome, for agreeing to host us at this 65th National Council of Health holding here in MAIDUGURI. Your Excellency, we appreciate your commitment, your diligence, your partnership, and the fact that you arrived in Abuja at 8 a.m. this morning just to be able to be here says a lot about you. We don't take it for granted. You have the people and the people's interests at the heart of your task and your mind and your spirit, and we really appreciate you and the amazing team that you have put in, as well as the Commissioner of Health and the entire team that have been able to make our visit here to Borno very smooth. And especially coming out of the flooding incidents, the resilience that you have shown and the people of Borno State have shown. I also would like to thank Commissioners of Health for their partnership over the last 1 year since the last council in Ekiti, and all the work that we have been doing together. And the permanent secretaries of the technical group that spent days, hours preparing for the council, but also the technical sessions, going through the joint annual review, the memos that are going to be presented today at council. So I thank you and all your team that have done justice to what we are about to decide upon today at the council. We have very tangible things that we can say we collectively achieved in collaboration between the federal government, all the state governments, our local governments, our partners, private sector, civil society. The power of collective effort in advancing health of the population cannot be overemphasized. And we're beginning to see the results. Since the unveiling of his health sector renewal investment initiative, His Excellency Mr. President announced that health is back on the front burner. That was in December 2023, after we came back from Ekiti. And his administration has worked diligently, hand in hand with the states and with all partners to advance the health and well-being of Nigerians.
The meeting was attended by the Council of Traditional Rulers under the chairmanship of the Sheikh of Borno Alhaji Dr. Abubakar Ibn Umar Garbe Al-Amin Al-Kanami, represented by the Sheikh of Dikwa Ibrahim Ibn Umar Ibrahim Al-Kanami, who reiterated the Council's support to the cause of enhancing healthcare delivery services in the country.
As a traditional ruler, I recognize the critical role healthcare plays in the well-being of our communities. Access to quality healthcare is a fundamental right, and it's our responsibility to ensure the right is protected and promoted. We gathered today to realize for 2030 success. To achieve, we must attain to the following: strengthen primary healthcare system, invest in the healthcare infrastructure and technology, enhance community engagement and participation, foster partnerships between traditional and modern healthcare practice.
There were goodwill messages from security agencies and representatives of international organizations during the event.
This meeting is the gathering of major stakeholders and policymakers in the healthcare sector across Nigeria, present an avenue to brainstorm on our challenges and subsequently make informed decisions regarding health challenges in Nigeria. It is therefore my hope that the robust discussions at this meeting and the subsequent outcome of the deliberation will chart a viable pathway towards accelerating universal healthcare coverage in Nigeria. On this note, I want to appreciate the organizers of this program for the invitation, and also to assure you that the Nigerian Navy and indeed the armed forces of Nigeria are ever ready for an all-inclusive collaborative effort aimed at improving environmental healthcare delivery in Nigeria.
I'm truly excited to be here today to join the first of the first. I remember when the leadership challenge for PhD was launched, Borno State won the contest. Borno State was hit by a major flood, but Borno State managed to rise to the challenge and stand again on their feet. Under normal circumstances, the state would have declined to organize the 65th National Council on Health. But here we are. The state stood and organized again its first ever National Council on Health. So congratulations, Your Excellency, and I'm really proud to join the first of the first for the first ever NCH in Borno State. We recognize the importance of NCH as part of the processes, structures, institutions that are in place to oversee and manage Nigeria's healthcare system. This is essential for ensuring healthcare and services are accessible, equitable, efficient, affordable, and of high quality for all.
1 year since we were in equity, and what happened in equity at the National Council for Health. It was a time where the coordinating minister presented his vision for health sector transformation in Nigeria and outlined the sector-wide approach to deliver that. And that was deliberated on and reviewed by the National Council for Health and was ultimately approved and welcomed. And so it feels like a time for reflection. When we look back at everything that's happened, particularly at the state and sub-national level. Since this time, you have all signed a compact between the federal government, states, and also health development partners to deliver on that vision. You've also allocated coordinators in every state who with the contact to help manage that process and deliver it. And you've also set out really articulate plans about how you will deliver that mission. So a lot has happened, and we also recognise that this is not starting from scratch for states in particular. This is building on the successes, the challenges, and the experiences that you've had over many years.
With a history of over 1,000 years of existence, Kanem Borno Empire is known for its rich culture, traditions, and hospitality. Special exhibition was organized for the guests with a view to showcasing the culture and historical background of the great Kanem Borno Empire.
Traditional bodyguards. This uniform was adopted from Sudan. These are how the soldiers of Muhammad Ahmad Wabi in Sudan, the Mahdi soldiers dress. So Borno also copied this. Otherwise, our soldiers use the gawa, which I showed you as their uniform. This is one of the entrance gate to all Maiduguri, around the eastern gate. You know, in 1907, you can see camel men penetrating to Maiduguri. Then this is a picture of the Shah's Palace in 1907. Yeah, these are some of the military governors.
Upon arrival of delegates from different parts of the country, a special cocktail was organized to welcome the minister and council members to Maiduguri, the home of peace and hospitality.
On behalf of the people and government of Borno State, led by His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Umar Zulum, CON, MNI, FNSE, Grand Commander of Niger Republic, It is my singular honor and privilege to welcome you all. I want to appreciate the Coordinating Minister of Health and Minister of State and the Permanent Secretary, as well as the teeming number of directors from the Federal Ministry of Health who have made it possible for us to witness this evening. Without the support that we have received from the Federal Ministry of Health, it would not have been possible for us to see the lights at the end of the tunnel. NCH 65 will never be forgotten in Borno State because of our unique situation. Only in September, on the September 9th, we had flooding in Borno State, especially in Maiduguri, where the capital was 50% of Maiduguri was submerged. I was brought to tears thinking that that's the end of NCH. However, with the resilience of people of Borno State, which we are known for, we have been able to overcome this. And His Excellency told me, no, we're going to have it in Borno State. And today, we're all here. NCH is now very important for us all in Nigeria, especially at this point in time. Permit me to re-emphasize that Nigeria is only better than Sudan, South Sudan and Chad in terms of maternal mortality. As Borno State is one of the states with the worst maternal mortality figures, His Excellency Professor Babagana Omara Zulum has since last year declared free maternal services. That included free medications as well as free cesarean section, and also complications that may arise as a result of prolonged labor, such as vesico-vaginal fistula, is also amongst those whom we treat free of charge.
In the same vein, a dinner and gala night was organized by Borno State government for dignitaries to taste the cuisine of Borno State Government House, where famous Kanuri musicians Hajagamsu, Borno cultural troops and other local musicians showcased their talent to the admiration of the guests. In an interview, the Commissioner for Health and Human Services, while stressing the importance of National Council on Health meeting, expressed his deepest appreciation to Governor Babagana Umar Zulum for hosting the event and appreciated all those who contributed to the success of the exercise.
I'd like to inform your viewers that this National Council on Health is the biggest, highest decision-making body as far as healthcare is concerned in the whole of Nigeria. And our session here is the 65th session, It means that others have been done before, and therefore, our governor, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Umar Zulum, graciously accepted to host the 65th session in Maiduguri. This has brought about the influx of all the federal infrastructure in terms of health to Borno State. It has brought the biggest partners to Borno State. It has brought people who have traveled as far as Norway just to come and attend this meeting. It has brought people who have traveled from Germany to come and attend this meeting. It has brought people who have come all the way from Tanzania to attend this meeting, as well as from United States of America. So you can see that there are a lot of brains, a lot of people who are here, and the main focus is to improve the healthcare services in Nigeria. And luckily for us in Borno State, His Excellency has made remarkable pronouncements about to do with our healthcare system. For example, that all our doctors and health workforce in general, their salary will now be at par with the federal level. This is fantastic news, and I'm very happy this will stop the internal migration of our health workforce from the state onto the federal institutions, because now the salary is the same and we have better ambience, and therefore we can be able to retain them. These are all the positive outcomes of this meeting. I would want to appreciate His Excellency, the People's Governor, the compassionate Governor, the listening Governor, for first of all listening to me that we should bring this NCH to Borno State, for him to agree and accept. And I can assure you, the very first day that the letter was delivered to him from the Federal Minister of Health, he accepted it and returned it back to Federal Minister of Health. This shows how proactive he is, his concern on healthcare delivery, and this is fantastic.